Now, next up is an orange wine. Now, I'm not completely sure if you know what an orange wine is, so let me tell you. First of all, I'll show you the label. This is a Taronja Gris, and that means Taronja is the Catalan word for orange, and Gris means grey, literally, but actually it refers to the slightly pink tinge of grape that you get, and in this particular case, the majority of the grapes are Grenache Gris, which is a pink-skinned version of the Grenache grape. Now, very simply, you're probably familiar with the three well-known colours of wine: red, white and rosé. Very simply, white wine is made by taking white grapes, green grapes, crushing them, getting the juice, and then throwing away the skins, fermenting the juice into a wine. Red wine is made from taking red or black grapes, crushing them, but then leaving the skins in the juice and fermenting them together, so that colour and flavour and tannin comes from the skins into the wine. Rosé wine is made by taking red grapes, crushing them, leaving them in the juice just long enough to tint the colour to the level you want, which sometimes is a matter of minutes. I mean, sometimes just press directly and the juice comes out the right colour. Other times you can leave the skin in contact with the juice for even overnight, a few hours to overnight, to darken up the colour. And then you can make the rosé of the colour you want. Now, orange wine, by contrast, uses the same process for making red wine, but uses white, or in this case very slightly pink coloured grapes. So if you think about it, you're crushing the grapes, you're then soaking them in the juice as the wine ferments. So some of the colour that's in the skin starts to come out. Now in the case of a white grape, there's not very much colour, so you do get a sort of perhaps an amber coppery colour in some grapes. In this case we've got some slightly pink tinged grapes, so they're really revealing a little bit more colour. But the orange wine category tends to refer to the sort of slightly amber, coppery, orange colour that you can get with this skin macerated white. So ours is made from Grenache Gris, which is the majority grape, a little bit of Grenache Blanc, a touch of Muscat, so this one has about 20% Muscat in it, and also a little bit of Viognier. And the grapes together are all fermented separately and then blended at the end, when we worked out what proportion to make the right sort of blend, to create a characterful, exotic, rather flavourful. Sometimes I think the flavours you get in orange wines remind you a little bit of tea. Sometimes I get a bit of ginger. The flavours you don't normally get in a white wine. Perhaps more similar to red wine flavours, but using white wine grapes. Very interesting, absorbing wine. I hope that you enjoy tasting it. And we don't make very much of it. It's a joint venture between me and Jean-Marc. It's not a Domaine of the Bee wine. It's a Domaine Lafage, Domaine of the Bee kind of collaboration project. But it's selling very, very well. Lots of nice restaurants, a place like the Ivy stock it. And it's very popular in Japan and Korea.